Again to the
When I
class.
was in plane, how can I read it?
You? What?
I was in plane.
So that's what I'm saying. Now you're back, no? Are you back in India?
Yes, but I do not know that uh, we have done this story.
Yeah, so today you read the story. Today you just listen to what we are doing. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Or send me a mail. I'll send you the recording of yesterday. Huh? Send me a mail. If you don't send me a mail, I'll not be able to send the recording. Okay.
I
So
will
we read
send.
the story yesterday. We're going to discuss the question answers today. Why did the captain send the men to the land? He's talking about the captain of Gulliver. Yeah, Ibrahim. Why?
To find out water on the island.
Find water on the island. Why? Because there was so much of water all around them. They were in the sea.
Because the water was salty. Ma'am, to
Sea water.
discover that land and find water, and
Mm.
there is who is someone is living or not.
So, what had the captain actually send them to the island to find water? I want everyone's camera on. Riddhi, Dhruv, Farzan, Vidisha, Rudra.
Me.
You just switched it on a second back. Don't you open your mouth.
Ma'am, 1 second, I will on my camera. 1 second.
Number 2, why did the men rush back to the ship? Man. Okay, Vidisha. Man. Huh? What are we doing? We are doing marigold question answers.
Ma'am, because my
Page
network is going.
120. Page 120. Anant.
Ma'am, marigold.
Hmm, hmm.
Ma'am, because the creeper was means the creeper was about to hunt him.
Creature, not creeper.
Creature. Ma'am, it is creature.
The creature was trying to catch the crew members of Gulliver's ship. So they all ran towards the ship in their boat and not realizing that Gulliver was left behind on the island. Choose the correct answer. The giant carried a reaping hook because he was fighting with the other giants. He was going to reap the corn, or he wanted to frighten Gulliver. Vansh.
Ma'am, option B, he was going to reap the corn.
He was going to reap the corn. Next, they put Gulliver on the ground to look at him because they had never seen a human before. They thought he was a doll, or they had never seen such a tiny man. Riddhi.
They had never seen such a tiny man.
They had never seen such a tiny man, and they were finding it strange that who is this dwarf like creature on our island, because they all were of monster size. Gulliver was a farmer, a sailor, a dwarf, or a giant. Farzan. Shh. Farzan.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Farzan. How are you?
Ma'am, I am on 120 page.
Then
Yeah. What was the question? Please, ma'am, one time say.
question 3.
Ma'am, what? Ma'am, I'm on page number 121 or 120?
121.
121, question 3. The farmer's son thought Gulliver was a toy.
Third one. Gulliver was a farmer, a sailor, a dwarf, or a giant.
Ma'am, marigold. I am on 121. Yeah. Ma'am, where is it? I can't see only.
Ma'am,
Page
can I say the
121. Page 121.
Can I say the answer?
The first question on the page.
Ah, okay. Gulliver was a sailor, a giraffe, or giant? A giant.
Amazing, Farzan. You get a 0.
When can I say?
Prisha, please answer.
Yes.
Can I say?
Gulliver was a sailor. On the
Gull.
first page only it is written.
We don't pay attention. We don't log in on time. So how do we know? Yeah,
Ma'am,
Kamini, what is it?
Gulliver was a farmer.
Oh my God.
Gulliver is a tiny man. He was a sailor.
Gulliver is a sailor. Ma'am, Gulliver was a farmer.
The whole story got over. And
Ma'am,
we don't know
I
who is the main character of the story.
Ma'am, the chapter name is also Gulliver's Travels.
And farmers
It is
travel from one place to
written.
another place.
Ma'am, it will go
It is written in the first that instructions only Gulliver is a sailor.
God bless me.
Ma'am, dwarf.
Okay. Number 4, name the creature to whom you would look like Gulliver. Now that creature is now extinct and its name begins with the letter D.
Ma'am, can Riddhi say?
Riddhi has already answered. Vivan, you will not switch on your mic. Vivan. Whom are you telling your name? I can see it on the screen also, and I know it also that your name is Vivan. Say the answer.
No.
What? What is it?
Dodo.
Do you know the size? What is a dodo?
Yep. Ma'am, it is a bird. It's a bird.
I am asking Vivan. Vivan, what's a dodo?
It's a bird.
So can it be bigger than biggest animal than Gulliver if he's a human being?
Yes.
Good night. Take the quilt and go off to sleep. Yeah, Jahan.
Ma'am.
Dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
And Megalodon.
D for dinosaur. Okay, next. From the text, you have to write the sentence that tells you the following, which gives you a hint of the following. So you have to quote the exact sentence that you find in the story. How do we come to know? You have to choose a sentence from the story, from where we come to know that the giant reapers were fascinated by Gulliver. They were astonished to see Gulliver like that he's so small. Which sentence in the story tells us this? Anand.
Ma'am. Finding.
Finding. Okay. Jishna.
Ma'am, finding. I was telling the same thing.
Vihan.
Yes, ma'am. Finding.
What's going on? Why have you people raised your hands? Finding.
No. Ma'am, I found.
Okay.
We will answer. That's why we have raised our hands.
The creature stopped ripping, picked me up between his thumb and forefinger, and brought me close to his eyes 60 feet above the ground.
No. Sia.
They all sat on the ground to take a good look at him.
Yes. They all sat on the ground to take a good look at him. This sentence from the story shows that they were all fascinated to look at Gulliver's size. He was so small. He was this much. Yes,
Ma'am,
Riddhi.
what is the meaning of astonished?
What is the
means
meaning of
surprised.
acknowledge?
Astonished.
Astonishment, surprised. That's a better word for the word surprise.
So what is first one?
They all sat on the ground to take a good look at me. You have to write that down on the line which is given below. They all sat on the ground to take a good look at me.
Ma'am, can I say the second one?
Yes, Ibrahim. Gulliver was a learned man.
I went on to explore.
Very good. I went on to explore. People who explore things on their own learn many new things, right? So that's how we come to know that Gulliver was a knowledgeable man, right? He was a knowledgeable man. Next. The farmer's son thought Gulliver was a toy. Yeah, Rudra? Do you know the answer?
Found.
Tell me.
Who, Prisha or Rudra?
Rudra.
Yes, ma'am, I found it. On seeing me, the child grabbed me from the table and put my head into his mouth.
On seeing me, the child grabbed me from the table and put my head into his mouth. Next, the farmer's wife was a kind hearted woman. From which
Can you
sentence
repeat
in
the
the
second
story?
The third one.
Prisha.
On seeing me, the child grabbed me from the table and put my head into his mouth.
Ma'am, please.
Can Prisha say, please?
Ma'am, I can. Please.
So, from which sentence in the story do we come to know that the farmer's wife was a kind hearted woman? Yeah, Prisha. There can be many sentences for this.
Yeah. I have found when the farmer's wife crumbled some bread and placed it before me.
Correct.
Ma'am,
And
Riddhi
there's
ji,
another one. Yeah, Riddhi.
I would have broken my neck if the mother had not held her apron under.
Yeah. This also shows her kindness that she tried to save Gulliver by placing her apron under him when he was falling from the hand of the child. There's another one.
Can I say one more?
Yes, Ibrahim.
Later, she put me on her own bed and covered me with a clean white handkerchief.
So this one also shows that she was kind, that she gave her own bed to Gulliver and put a small handkerchief on him to cover his body. I'll be sending this in the class. So if you've not written, it's okay. Read the following sentences carefully. The giant farmer's voice was as loud as a bellowing trumpet, or the giant farmer's voice was as loud as thunder. What are these called? This is a comparison being done between two things of the similar kind. So what is this called?
Comparative.
Patricia? No.
Yes. Simile.
Similes. These are called similes. When we say as red as blood, as red as a rose, as black as coal,
As tough as fingers.
as white as milk, as white
Feather.
feather. No, that's as
As
light
cool as
White
cucumber.
as No.
As cool as cucumber.
As cool as a cucumber. We've done this in grade 4, right? As cool
As white as
I don't know. I
No,
was
we
not
as
haven't
white
done in
as
grade
honey.
four.
What is fire?
No, we haven't
I
done.
don't know. I
as
was not
sweet as honey.
So there are a lot of
Just tell us.
things which are of the similar kinds which are used like this, and that's why they are called similes. When something is very cold, we say it is as cold as ice. This is because ice is very, very cold. So now on the next page, we have some similes that you have to complete. The answers are given in the box, which is on the right. So the first one is as light as a dash. Tawassim Kush Kapadia Dhruv. Why are your cameras off? Kush Tawassim. I'm going to remove you in 2 seconds. Tawassim, save
Excuse me, ma'am.
efforts. Yes, Farzan.
Ma'am, we are on 122 first question.
And where are you? We are there.
Ma'am, same.
Where are you?
Same.
So why are you asking?
Ma'am, I want to recheck my. Then I mistake my mom will.
Okay, so the first one, Kahan.
Ma'am, a gentle as a feather.
Wrong. Ayan.
As light as a feather.
As light as a feather. As light as a feather. Number 2, Jishna.
As slow as a tortoise.
As slow as a tortoise. Number 3, Jahan.
As sweet as honey.
As sweet as honey. Number 4, Vidisha.
Yes, ma'am. As white as snow.
As white as snow. Next is as dash as an ox. Sia.
As strong as an ox.
Okay. Tawassim. Next. Tawassim, please answer the next one. As dash as night. What is night compared to?
And can I say?
Where is he? Gone. Yes, Arav.
As light as night.
Night is light. You've held night.
As white as light. Ma'am, please. As black as.
Yug Baria. Quiet.
As black as night.
As black as night. How is the
Ma'am?
night? You can compare the night. Yes, Riddhi.
It could be like as black as charcoal or so, na?
As black as coal, yeah. Coal is also compared to the color black. Next, as dash as a rose. Divyosha.
As red as.
As red as a rose. As dash as a toast. Man. Man Rajori, I'm talking to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What's the answer?
Ma'am, which question?
This is the position that you were sitting in. Right? So that means you've not written even a single one, right?
No, I've written.
Show me. As dash as a toast. What is a toast compared to? As dash as a toast.
And toast compare ash as a ma'am as a warm as a toast.
As warm as a toast. And the last one is as dash as a breeze. Farzan.
Yes, ma'am. As gentle as a breeze.
As gentle as breeze. Next one is also similes only. Vivan number 1. The old man's hair is as white dash. As white.
As white as snow.
As white as snow. Correct. His feet were as cold. Riddhi. As cold.
As cold as a ice.
As cold as ice. As cold as snow. We can write both. Both are correct. As cold as ice. As cold as snow. The newspaper boy was as slow dash in delivering the papers. Vihan.
Ma'am, in the question
Vihan.
ma'am, in the question 2, it can be as cold as ice cream also, as cold as ice cream.
No, ice cream is as cold as ice.
Ma'am, the second one is, the third one is the newspaper boys was as slow as.
Quiet, quiet.
You said the another one.
We are on the third one only, Vivan Patel.
You said that the newspaper boy was as slow as dash.
In delivering the papers. Where are you? We are on the right one. Vihan.
Yes, ma'am. The newspaper boy was as slow as tortoise in delivering the papers.
He was as slow as a tortoise in delivering the papers. I felt as light dash after exercising. Vidisha. As light.
I felt as light as a week after exercising.
As a
Week.
weak. No. You have to.
Your mic is off, ma'am.
Your mic is off.
Rudra.
Ma'am, I felt as light as a feather after exercising.
I felt as light as a feather. Okay. Now, in this, you have to create your own comparisons for the following. Own comparison. You can write anything which is compared to that quality. Yes, Anant, what is the question?
And the third one, the newspaper boy was as slow as tortoise in delivering the papers. It is correct. No,
Yeah.
there is two. In this there is two dash. So ma'am, I was confused.
No, it is not 2 dash. They have given you extra space for writing as a tortoise. They've given you a long blank. There's nothing like this. Yes, Yug. You're right. I've heard that. Yes. So as tall as dash. As tall as dash. Kahan.
As tall as giraffe.
Yeah, that can be correct. What else? Vihan.
Yes, ma'am. As tall as a tree.
or a building?
Buildings,
Ma'am,
trees.
as
Ma'am,
tall,
can I tell?
as tall as a tree.
Vansh,
As tall as Burj Khalifa.
correct. You have to compare it with tall things. Ayan,
As tall as city.
not, you will not switch on the mic. Ayan. As tall as.
As fast as cheetah.
Huh?
As fast as cheetah.
Ayan, please go off.
As fast as light.
We are still on as tall as, and you've already moved to as fast as. What is the problem?
Tall as zebra.
Huh?
As tall as zebra.
Can't hear you.
Ma'am, he's telling as tall as giraffe.
As tall as
Zebra. Zebras.
As tall
I am taller than a zebra.
as tall as elephant. As
Statue of Unity. Ma'am, can I say?
As tall as Statue of Unity. Correct.
tall as mountain.
As tall as creature.
As tall as dinosaur. Dinosaur.
As tall as Mount Everest.
Dinosaur is
As tall as Mount K2. Tree. Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel
Ma'am,
Tower.
as tall as Burj Khalifa.
Correct.
Mount.
Statue of Liberty.
Dinosaur.
Okay. So all of you will write. Shh. All of you will write any one answer out of these. Okay. Any one answer out of these. Next one is as
Ma'am, can we
fast.
write mountain?
Anyone.
Ma'am, creature is okay. Creature.
Now I'm not going to confirm. I've already discussed. And Anant, a creature can be as small as an ant also. So you cannot write creature. Ant is also creature. Okay? So it cannot be as tall as a creature. As fast as light. Then
Ma'am, flash.
light.
Cheetah.
Cheetah.
Ma'am, flash.
Flash.
Rocket.
As fast as
Bugatti.
Train.
Train runs.
Aeroplane. As fast as aeroplane.
Metro train.
Bullet train. Trains normally
As
don't
fast
run.
as-
Bullet trains run fast.
Ferrari.
Ma'am, Bugatti.
Lamborghini. And Bugatti. As fast as creature.
Ma'am, Supra.
Okay. So you write any one of
As
these.
fast as a
Okay.
bullet train.
Number 3. As high as a dash.
As high as a building.
I want you to type their answers in the chat box. You people are selling fishes, vegetables. As high as the Milky Way sky mountain. What is this? Olamini Mons. What is this, Yug?
Olympus Mons.
So you're writing half of it. Earth, sky. Earth is high. Who is this Earth? Ayan Agarwal. Earth is high. And Anant, it's not aeroplane when it is in the sky. When it is on the ground, it is big. It
Aeroplane
is
in the sky. Aeroplane in the sky.
Next, write your answer in the chat box only, please. Don't sell fishes. As angry as dash. As angry as dash. Start. As a bull. Father. Superman. When does Superman gets angry?
His leak picture.
In the picture, in the movie.
As neighbors
When
when their glass
lion.
breaks.
Mom.
As
Mom.
neighbor
Yes.
when
You can
their
compare
glass
your moms to being angry.
Ayan is telling the song name Godzilla.
Ah. Mom. Godzilla. King Kong. Lion. Godzilla. That's it. Ayan. One time only.
T-Rex.
Oh, Vivan is
I have written T-Rex.
Ma'am, Vivan is saying, ma'am, you.
Good. Next, as tiny as dash. As tiny as an ant.
Ascent.
Fly. Ant.
Atom.
Gulliver. Atom. Correct. Atom.
Ma'am, Ant-Man.
Ant-man. Butterfly. Butterfly is not tiny. Ant is tinier than the butterfly.
Ant-Man can be big also and small also with his nanoparticles.
Mosquito. Worm. Flu. No. Fly.
Ma'am, fly. Worm.
Correct. Next.
Catching worms.
Next. As brave as dash.
As
Jahan
brave
says
as a lion.
Lion.
bacteria.
As brave as Iron Man.
As tiny
Iron
as,
Man.
Ma'am, as
Tiny as
brave
ant.
Zasiki Rani.
as tiny as bacteria is correct, Jahan. As brave as lion,
lion.
Zasiki
man,
Rani.
lion, Anand.
As brave
Anand is not
as
brave.
an army man.
Freedom fighters.
Captain
Freedom
America.
fighter.
Captain America.
Bear,
Army man. Soldier. Man, soldier.
soldier.
Ma'am, Zasiki Rani.
Defense
Ma'am, as brave as
minister.
Zasiki Rani.
Defense minister.
Huh? Defense minister?
Golconda Fort.
Defense minister is not brave. Hello, he just gives orders. The
Ma'am,
soldier
Golconda
fight
Fort.
is brave.
Ma'am,
Defense minister is a minister sitting in the parliament.
I want to tell one thing.
Ma'am, fireman.
No use. He just
Ma'am,
gives orders.
As brave as Zasiki Rani.
Ma'am, fireman.
Fireman. As brave as the fire. Correct. What is this? 50.
Ma'am, there are aliens in Area 51.
What is area 51?
There are aliens in
Ma'am,
Area
US Army site.
Huh?
US Army. Ma'am, US Army base where they do experiments on aliens.
Yep. And then they have found so many aliens and done treatments on them.
And
Where?
UFOs.
And we can write Mahatma Gandhi. Dadu.
Okay. The time is up. We're going to meet tomorrow. No, not tomorrow.
Ma'am.
Holiday. Monday.
Ma'am, I want to ask one thing.
Yeah.
Ma'am, do you know which color do we see when we close our eyes?
Black.
No, we see this color. I don't know the right pronunciation, but
White.
the name of the color is this.
White.
No, I'll send in the chat.
In the chat.
Yes, see.
One sec.
Ma'am, this is the real color which we see when
What is
we
this?
close our
This
eyes.
is
I kangaroo. I kangaroo. Kangaroo.
I can't see only. How is this?
I don't know this color.
How is this
Ma'am,
pronounced?
Ma'am, I tell that only. I don't know the right pronunciation. Igingru. I search on Google, it says Igingru. And you can search on Google also. It will tell the color name, this one only. Igingru. You can see this color, not black.
Kangaroo.
Ma'am, it
Igan
means
ground.
the complete
That's ground.
darkness. It means the complete
Okay.
darkness.
The pronunciation of
Ma'am, it's Eigengrau. I searched
yeah,
on Google. It's
I just
Eigengrau.
checked. Yeah, it's Eigengrau.
Eigengrau.
It's
Ma'am.
Eigengrau.
name is Mowgli. I have a challenge.
Because it is.
Okay, all of you. Bye.
Ma'am, I have a challenge for you.
Bye,
Ma'am, I want to tell you something.
Bye, ma'am.
I want to tell you something.